second time filming this because I forgot to put my AirPods in, and I just needed that crisp iPhone quality with that crisp AirPod audio. AirPod Pro 2. Yeah. I'm just gonna repeat what I said in the last time I filmed this. Man, I'm nervous. I'm talking to myself. Why am I nervous? Basically, I'm just gonna smoke and I'm gonna drink and I'm just gonna say my life. You know, she came, she spoke, she left. Just leave a little digital footprint in there somewhere. Because my life is, I don't want to like toot my own horn, but like my life is pretty crazy, guys. And I just think it's fun to do like these little updates. And I was going on a rant earlier. There was this guy that I saw on YouTube, and he was just like driving, and I don't know if he was high or what. Probably not, because he was driving. He was driving, and he was like just saying some shit. He was like, what do you keep saying? Like, you feel me? Or like he kept say something like, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. He kept going like, you know what I'm saying? You just fuck bitches and like whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't smoking and he wasn't saying that, but it was that kind of vibe, and I thought what he was doing was so cool. Like, you just, you know, you're multitasking, you're driving and you're talking, and you're also making like money off of it because of the videos, and you have someone to yap to instead of just like talking to yourself. So I thought that was great. So I watched like one video and I was like, this is so cool. I'm gonna watch all his other ones. I was watching him and I went to his like YouTube profile bio thing, and then I went on his Instagram, and turns out he's just like actually famous, like, I don't even know what you would call it, influencer. He streams. He like posts workout content. I don't know. And like a lot of people that I know follow him, and that just ruined him for me. It's like it's like a It's like when your favorite song gets viral on TikTok, and all your friends are like, "Oh my god, have you heard of this new song? Like that, it's viral on TikTok, and they're playing it at all the clubs. I can't go to clubs, and they're playing it like at their hangouts, and like people are posting it in their Instagram stories, and you were like, no, but this was my song. This was like a part of me, and now it's just been like, you know, taken away from me, just yanked in and grabbed it, and now it's for everyone to enjoy, and like that's great and all, but it just felt like I found something and now it's been taken away. I'm saying that like I own the fucking person. I don't. I just had this idea of like, ooh, I found a new new YouTuber. And then at the end he was mentioning like t-shirt sales. So I was like, oh, you sell t-shirts? Like, that is something that like a big person would do. Like a big personality would do. And that's why I checked his bio in the first place, and I forgot to check out the t-shirts. He had good fashion, so I think I'm gonna do that later. I think I'll start by telling my day. So my day was pretty shit. It was Valentine's Day, and what I did today basically was that I helped my ex of 2 years, not the current ex like 2 times ago. Yeah, ex, sex, ex, pick out flowers for the bouquet for his Valentine's. And he just texted me that the date is over. Oh, I hope it went good. I hope it went good. I'm not jealous of her. Genuinely, I'm not jealous of her. I'm just like, it's just sad, the whole situation of me not having a Valentine's, and then I have to watch all these other people be happy, and my ex, he's like my best friend now, and like he's like, we're literally like siblings. So I don't have any sort of like that, like, oh, he did this for her and like not for me, or like that kind of thing. But it was just sad to that whole scenario of like me helping my ex pick out flowers for his new Valentine's. You fucking kidding me? And then my friend texted me. And he was like, hey, like, are you free today? And I was like, oh wait, does he want to hang out? Like, I know he has a girlfriend, so like I would have thought he was busy. And I was like, no, like, what's up? And he didn't reply, so I called him. And then I was like, yeah, why'd you call? He says, just to remind you that you don't have anything to do on Valentine's Day. Thanks. I was also like tweaking out like crazy just 5 minutes before, and then he called, and I just went straight, like, I just ran into the sofa, and I just started screaming, because I could not take that anymore. And my ex, who I was helping with the bouquet, had to, like, you know, take care of the situation. But yeah, it was also pretty hard, because he kept, the whole time my ex was telling me, and like, full disclosure, he was like, oh, I'm so excited to go on a date with this girl, I'm so excited to, like, give her the flowers, and I think she's gonna be so happy, she's so sweet, she's so, like, whatever. And I'm just like, that's great. Like, I'm mad, but, like, and I'm petty and I'm pissed, but not in, like, a jealous way. I'm just like, I just have to listen to someone, like, talk about how much they love their significant other on Valentine's Day. Meanwhile, I have no one, and I'm literally with my ex. And this lady on the subway looked at his flowers, and, like, we're, like, next to each other, right? Like, so it's, like, me and, like, my ex, and then this lady looked over, saw his flowers, and was like, oh my god, those are such pretty flowers. It was, like, a good one, because I picked it out. It was white, and it had, like, pink thing on top. I don't know. And it was really pretty. She was like, oh my god, it's so pretty. Like, mostly people just get, like, red or, like, whatever flowers, but, like, this is so cool. And, like, and then he was saying thank you and stuff, and then she looked at me, and then she was giving me that, like, I'm so happy for you. Like, oh, this is your boyfriend, and he's giving you flowers on Valentine's Day. Oh, have such a good Valentine's Day with your boyfriend. Look. Lady, that's my ex. Yeah. No. And he was like, huh, are you, like, happy that, like, you know, at least people think you have Valentine's? And I'm like, I don't fucking care what people think. I care what I think. And you know what I think? I think I need to slam my head against a brick wall. Oh, yeah. I hope that doesn't get me, like... I hope this doesn't get me demonetized when I become, like, a famous, successful... Whatever. That wasn't even what I was gonna talk about. What I was gonna talk about is that the whole time he was, like, saying how much he loved this new girl and everything, while telling me to end things with my ex. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do you end things with your ex? Isn't he an ex because you ended things? But that's where you're wrong. Nay. Because I don't know if it's a maturity thing or if it's a attachment issues thing, but I stay in contact with all my exes. Except for one, but that ended pretty badly. Nah. But I stay in contact with all my exes. I just cut one off, like, yesterday. And it wasn't even, like, a cut off. It was, like, maybe we should just be, like, mutes. Like, oomps. And not, like, besties and, like, call and, like, DM and, like, hang out and stuff. But my current ex, the one I just broke up with, was especially bad. It was really fucking bad. Maybe I'll tell that another time. But that will have to be, like, a thing on its own because it's so fucking long and I don't want to talk about that right now. Because technically, like, you deserve better. And, like, you know you deserve better. So why do you, like, keep going back to this guy who has done, like, terrible, horrible things to you? And I was thinking about it. And I said, like, you know what? Like, he doesn't treat it like this horrible, terrible thing. Even though, like, me emotionally and, like, other people logically can all agree that, oh, hey, this was, like, really fucking fucked up. But he just doesn't acknowledge it. Like, every time I bring it up, he's just, like, he doesn't say anything. He doesn't apologize. He's not, like, trying to, like, deny it or whatever. He just sits there and he just accepts it. But then he kind of makes me feel like, oh, but you also did this. You also did this and this and this and this. And I'm just like, okay, I know I have flaws in relationships. I always told my friends, like, you know, dating me is like, electric chamber. I don't know. Electric chair. Gas chamber. Like, it's just torture. If dating me is torture, it's not fun. And it's very up and down roller coaster, except, like, at the end you just fall off. So I know I have flaws, but this was, like, something that, it was just so morally wrong. And there's, like, no two ways about it. And I don't think that compares to any emotional damage that I've ever done to this guy. But he doesn't think that's the same. He doesn't think my issues, my flaws that I brought into relationships, and his flaws like match up. To him, it's like that. To me, it's like, and to everyone else, it's like like. And he's telling me to break up with him. Not break up because I've already broken up, but he's coming into town next week, and your girl's ovulating, so who knows? I know, but I don't want to admit it. I don't want to admit it. I'm getting real personal first video. But I think that's just how I am. I write essays a lot, and I do believe that there's no point, well, at least for me only, I don't think there's any point of me speaking if it's not the truth and if it's something that doesn't come straight from my heart, because I do believe in that, like, genuine truth is like the best kind of art. Yeah, I'm an artist, if you couldn't tell. Do you see all these like artist room things around me? I don't like calling myself an artist. People always call me, this sounds so fucking pick me, but people, well, technically, if you define artist as like someone who makes art, I am an artist. But I feel like if you call yourself, oh yeah, they're like, oh, tell us like one fun fact about yourself in the job interview. I'm not gonna be like, I am an artist and I live for the arts and I die for the arts and I eat art, I fart art, I shit art. Like, I'm not gonna, I just don't really resonate that deeply with it. I just do whatever comes to mind. Sometimes not in the best way possible, but that's just art for me. Why am I talking about art? I was talking about a breakup. Anyway, I think I just keep going back because there's a sense of familiarity, and since I don't have that many physically close people with me right now, that I kind of crave that, like, it's just like you come home and then you just get to hug someone and you just get to feel their flesh, and like, not in like a whoa sexy kind of way, but like it's just like that natural human to human body connection of it all is so important to me, and I'm very starved of it. Not to say I'm like touch starved, but I just have this like this void in my heart that just like never gets filled, and that's why I keep running back. But I don't want to do that anymore. I really don't want to do that anymore, and I keep saying I don't want to do it anymore, and I have been saying it. Sorry to all my friends who had to hear about it, because I keep being like, I blocked him, this is the end, like I'm not gonna talk to you ever again. And then they see me texting, oh, my battery's dying. They see me texting him and they're like, wait girl, like what happened? I thought you blocked this guy. And I'm like, yeah, turns out I like blacked out and I called him, and like, you know, if I already called him, you know, the whole block thing is already off, so, you know, not an excuse. But they're so sick of me. Not as a person, but just the things that I do. I know they're sick of me. Which, like, I'm not saying it in like a they're a bad friend kind of way, or like, oh, poor me, like people are just so sick of me kind of way, but like I would be sick of me too if I kept telling my friend, hey, how about you like don't throw yourself off a bridge? And they're like, no, I won't do it again. It hurt so much last time. Like, I had to go to the hospital. I had to get stitches. Like, I'm not going to do it again. And you're like, okay, I'm just watching you. I'm just going to watch you as you cross that bridge. And your friend just keeps fucking jumping off. And you got to take them to the hospital again. And then get them stitches again. And then have that whole speech of like, I'm never going to do this again. That really hurt. And then as soon as they are about to cross it, they literally, like, fall off, do a somersault, and then back into the water. That's just how it feels like. For people, I assume. I'm sure it's not as dramatic, but it's likely, and that's how I feel for myself as I live and as I age. I just know myself. I'm very in tune with my emotions, and I'm very aware of my patterns and behaviors, that when someone calls something out to me being like, did you know you're doing this? I'm like, yeah, I know. I know that it's worse that I know. I'm not doing anything to fix it, but I know. And I'm sorry. To you and to me. Sorry. but that pain of suffering from my behaviors is less painful for me than like growing pains, like that pain of like going out of that cycle and like becoming a better person. That is a lot scarier and therefore a lot painful for me. I think I'm gonna end it here because it's like been 15 minutes and I've just been straight up yapping. But if I post this, hope you enjoy, because you just took like a little you just dipped your toes in a little bit into my brain, and if you liked that, I will give you guys more, because my brain is like a little vase in which water just keeps like dripping and like spilling out of, and I'm like trying to like put it back in, but you can't, it's water, stupid. Yeah, so bye bye.